What's up, fight fans? The pride of Hawaii is coming back for yet another fight. He's going to have his hands full with this one, though. He's coming up against El Pantera this upcoming Saturday. Let's bring them both in the arena and see if we can gather some insight on how this fight might play out. But first, if you enjoy what we're doing, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can also find us on Breaker, Google Podcasts, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and, of course, Spotify. So let's get right into it.
All right, guys. So both fighters coming off hot win streaks that both went the distance. However, Max is coming into this as a hot favorite, sitting at negative 750 at MGM. I don't know if we actually agree with these numbers entirely.
I think this fight is closer than that. Yair can definitely win this fight. I suggest for any heavy gamblers out there to consider putting some money into the pot if these numbers don't balance out.
Max actually showed an entirely new fighter than we've seen in the past, increasing his output early and making sure to deal those devastating shots to the body with fluid boxing combos gave us a different look.
He really has gotten better, man. He's getting better with every fight. He's also incredible at adapting as the fight plays out. Max is a chess player. He's done with checkers, and he has some crazy reaction time. I mean, just watch that man play some Call of Duty. Oh, my gosh. But in all seriousness, when Holloway is in his flow state, when Holloway is in his ultra instinct mode, I don't think there's a fighter on earth who is more fluid and more technical.
Obviously, he's known for his slow starts, steady increase in output as the fights go on, but Max's new high-tempo style makes him unpredictable for any of his upcoming opponents. Even though Max utilizes a wide karate stance, he's actually shown that calf kicks and low leg kicks aren't a problem.
Yeah, in that second fight with Alexander Volkanovski, you saw Holloway adjust by getting out of the way of the low kicks. It was giving him a problem so much in the first fight, and he used that as his opening to start advancing and building his momentum. It was hard for him to do this in the Volkanovski fight, though, but that's what he was trying to do. Volkanovski just did such a good job at resetting the stand-up and rotating out to keep the exchanges to 1 or 2 shots.
If Yair lets Holloway find that flow state with his punches and doesn't punish him for getting in the pocket, Max will do the same thing that he did to Cater and just punish him and beat him up.
Walk him down.
Going into Yair Rodriguez, guys, in his last fight, Yair showed that obviously he can put on a show. With explosive body kicks, well-placed spinning techniques, Yair is a danger for just about anybody in the division. But is it enough to take away the title-hungry Max Holloway?
Man, Yair is creative in there. I feel like he's constantly coming up with new ways, new creative ways to approach offense and MMA. I think the body kicks are there for Yair to throw. He definitely can't get wrapped up in a boxing match against Holloway, and he needs to keep finding openings to throw those powerful kicks of his. But that's a hard ask with Holloway. If you take your leg off the ground and Max is in a position to push you, he's going to start walking you down while you try to reset your footwork.
Obviously, guys, Yair's advantage is going to be his unpredictability. Keeping Max guessing and on the back foot is what could win him this fight in the long run.
Yeah, dude, his unpredictability, shot selection may help to find openings to relieve the pressure of Holloway. Holloway has proven to slow down against fighters who focus on interrupting his combos with something. Holloway takes time to build, but once you stop resisting him for even a moment, he swarms you with volume. Yair will need to be forcing Holloway back if he's going to be able to really start letting his shots fly. Otherwise, Holloway will either be too close for him to throw those longer shots, and he won't be able to chain his strikes together or wind up those big spinning attacks of his. I don't think Holloway will be there for those. Ultimately, though, I'm going to go with Holloway via 4th-round TKO. I think Holloway's pressure and ability to read situations are going to wear on Rodriguez. A lot of the flashy, unorthodox things that Yair throws, Holloway isn't going to be there for them to land. I originally predicted a decision for this fight, and it could definitely go that way, but I don't know, man. I just have a feeling about this one. I would not be surprised if Rodriguez wins the first round and Holloway really starts to run away with it by the 3rd or 4th and end the fight with a decision. I've seen Yair pull off some crazy shit, even in fights that he was losing, though. So anything can happen in a fight. We can't stress that enough.
Just from the sheer fact that both of these guys' last fights went the distance, the fact that Holloway still has not taken a KO in his career, I see this going the distance all the way, guys, but I feel like Holloway is going to be there on top. Holloway, he's a chess player, man, and I don't think he's going to let Yair surprise him with any of those flashy, spinny, or unorthodox.
Yeah, he's not going to let him set up those long-term plays. Right. I think Holloway's going to be able to see what Yair's trying to do and not be there for it and be ready to advance as soon as it misses. Right, and really kind of walk him down.
Like you said in the first round, I wouldn't be surprised if Holloway gets a little stunned by, a capoeira freaking axe kick out of nowhere.
Yeah, you just can't predict things like that. You can't study for things like that. And that is the dimension to Yair's game that really sets him apart from the other contenders in the featherweight division. But with that, we will wrap up our thoughts on Max Holloway versus Yair Rodriguez. If you like what we're doing, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, guys, this is not a sport. You don't play fight.